morning, everyone, and welcome back to another week of Nexus Grain Market Updates. It is Tuesday morning on the 14th of July, 8:31 a.m. And let's just get to the markets here at the break of the session. Looks like new crop corn is down 4, old crop corn is also down 4. Price of a bushel of corn across the Nexus terminals this morning are $4.06 for old and $4.19 for new crop corn. Those prices I just showed you are 22 and 23 cents higher than 2 weeks ago, respectively. There's been a lot of things going on in the market, a lot of things that you hear about every day, and one of the things I like to deliver to each and every one of you are things that aren't really being talked about. I feel that that's probably of more value than anything. The soybean market. Soybeans right now are at the present time down 3 pennies, both new crop and old crop. Old crop soybeans are down at $11.49 for a bushel of old crop soybeans at Nexus Cooperative, and I am $11.19 for new crop soybeans. Those prices I just showed you are old crop 70 cents higher than 2 weeks ago and 45 cents higher for a new crop for 2 weeks ago. Market movers right now. Let's just start with the basics. I know we've heard this number before, but yesterday's export inspection report actually pretty good. A little over 60 million bushels of corn packaged up and left the country. That is right at the top of the average guess range of 43 to 63. Soybeans 15 and a half, and that is about in the middle of 11 to 22 million bushels packaged up and left the country. So what does that really mean? And again, I tend to keep going back to this every week and leading off the weekly presentation with an export report. The corn right now, our corn number is 5% above pace. We're on track to export 3.5 billion bushels of corn out of the United States this year. Again, I just said there's 7 weeks remaining in the export season, and we really look like we're on track solid to get there. When that happens, the stocks to use ratio is going to be forced from 12.2 to 11.0. Now that's a big number. That is a material difference in the WASDE report that was published just last week on the 10th. So keep your eye on these numbers because we're getting down to the tail end of our season, certainly in the last well inside the last 2 months, and that's when things happen. Soybean number, not really a whole lot to report. We are on track to export 1.54 million bushels of soybeans, and I was just looking at this. Our carryout number for soybeans, we're going to end up somewhere north of about 300 million bushels in the United States for a carryout number. When I look at the export sales and export shipments, and I hate to keep going back to China, but China this year on year, we're off about 400 million. So the component of demand that disappeared this year versus the year before was very significant. I would tell the viewers that the loss of that business was worth at least 75 cents a bushel in the United States for every single bushel that we made. And I know that's a bold statement, but that's how I feel, and I'm going to share that with you. The crop production report from last week, really, I have referred to that a couple of times. Next year's carryout for corn, 790 million for corn. A little early yet to really be overanalyzing that. Soybeans, again, about flat, 310 million. And I'm talking again, 12 months from now, we'll be looking at that a little more carefully. But one of the things that I really want to point out right now is that we do have a decreasing carryout number in the United States. I'm going to put up a chart right now showing that year on year, and our stocks to use ratio for corn is diminishing. Okay, and that's important to how the corn market is structured. Are we in a carry or are we in an invert? Right now, Corn market's in a carry, bean market's in an invert. Inverts don't last forever. Carries can last for a long time as long as we're in a market where we have sufficient crop. The market we're in right now is challenging our carries. So I want you to look at that. We'll go back to the program here now. The NOPA Crush, National Oilseed Processors Association, that'll come out tomorrow. So far, NOPA, and I track the difference between what NOPA and what WASDE is publishing for annual usage rates for soybeans, and that is significant. There's about a 3% difference between what NOPA is publishing for soybean usage and what is being published by the USDA. Nonetheless, we are on track for the month of May. About 211, the month of June, 211 and 3/4, a little over 211 million bushels of soybeans are predicted to have been crushed in the month of June. My number is maybe a little less than that. I don't think they're running that hard. With what I'm seeing with soybean disappearance, we did a very exhaustive study over at one of the internal groups that we have. The numbers are holding up pretty well, particularly for Iowa. Iowa is going to be pretty much on fumes by the time we actually get new crop soybeans into our local processing plants. So things are going to get real tight in Iowa for soybeans. Corn ethanol, the production is up just a little bit. Again, another very profitable enterprise right now. Numbers that I've seen based on the crushings report that were published about a week and a half ago. Ground through all this, we're up about 6% for local users. Again, all of this local disappearance is propping up our corn market. Another thing I want to show you, second image, is our El Nino. That is the thing that just isn't being talked about. I've seen charts on this thing. I've heard it referred to as the Super El Nino. Whatever you want to call it what you wish to call it. But definitely we are seeing a very, very pronounced elevation in sea surface temperatures along the equatorial region in the Pacific. Study that and interpret that how you wish. But nonetheless, we are certainly in a heat-driven market right now with our corn. We are in the next week to 10 days going to be exceeding 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Once we get into that range, we are no longer accumulating the growing degree days at the rate that we had been on the way up that curve. And on the other side of that, we actually are putting pressure on our corn, and even though the corn is benefiting from the heat for up to 86 degrees, once we get above that, we start contributing to the corn's stress. Not a lot else I really want to discuss. I did look at the amount of volatility we have in the markets, and again, volatility and options go hand in hand. The past few weeks, we have seen a little bit more volatility enter into our marketplace. We've seen that with our ups and downs, with our highs and our lows, with the market price changes. When that happens, the value of the options increases. That's usually a good selling point. For those of you that have traded options or have traded options derivatives, again, accumulators is one of them. I just here to tell you that I just ran one of these 2027 corn accumulators right now, and it's printing about a 30-cent premium. So if you'd like any details on that, reach out to myself or any one of the Nexus staff members. With that, I am going to sign off. I will tell you, if you notice a little bit difference in the background, I am enjoying a northern fishing holiday, and I will drop a name for North Star Power Sports. Josh, you know who you are. This probably couldn't have happened without you. I really appreciate that. So we'll be catching up when I get home. So I wish all of you the best, and talk to you later. Goodbye.